Hey guys, it's Coach Steve, and I've got this week's workout brief. Starting on Monday, we're going to cap off our front squat pause work by trying to find our 1 rep max on the front squat. Really, this is just going to be finding the heaviest single that you can do for the day. As you train, that number will go up. So this very possibly could be a new 1 rep max for you, or it might not. But we're looking to go as heavy as we can for a single. We'll spend about 20 to 25 minutes doing that. Once we're done with that, we're getting into kind of a Fran-like workout where we're going to run, do thrusters and pull-ups, and then take a rest. Run, thrusters and pull-ups, fewer reps this time, take a rest, and then run, and then 9 and 9. This one's going to be something that you can push pretty hard on when you're working. You get a pretty good rest in between the effort, so that you're able to really push this hard. The run should take around 2 minutes. The pull-ups and push-ups should go in about 2 to 3 sets without long breaks in them. And you should be able to maintain that or even go faster each one of these rounds since the reps are getting less. Time cap for this is 18 minutes and looking to just push really hard in each one of these segments. On Tuesday, we're getting right into the workout, 100 calories on the bike or rower, and every minute you're going to stop and do burpees. And starting on the first minute. So you're going to start with the burpees and then get to it. This is going to be one where you want to push on that bike or that rower so you don't have to do as many rounds. The more rounds you do, the more the burpees add up on this. So push that pretty hard. The goal is to do this in under 14 minutes, pushing that pace at a pretty decent place. Once we're done with that, we're going into a E2 MOM every 2 minutes on the minute. We're going to do 10 single arm dumbbell floor press, laying on the floor with one dumbbell, pressing 10 times, switching hands, and then 15 hollow rocks. And you're going to get to take the rest of the 2 minutes off, repeat that 5 times. That one's mostly just building on the chest and the core, making sure we're getting some good muscle contraction in those areas. On Wednesday, we're going in and doing our push press, building to a heavy single. We've been transitioning to this over the last few weeks. This should be a heavier number. That's the goal than it was when we tested it about 5 weeks ago. So build in, find that heavy push press. Remember, this is not a push jerk, so do not re-bend your knees when you to get under that bar. Drive out of the hips, keep everything straight as you press that bar overhead. Once we're done with that, 9-minute AMRAP, 10 dumbbell hang clean and jerks, and then 10 toes to bar. This one's going to get grippy. Your hands, your forearms may start to feel this one quite extensively. There's just not a lot of rest here. So kind of keep that in mind, break before it fails, and continue to just kind of push this one. This is only 9 minutes, which means that you can hang on for quite a bit, push it pretty hard, but you do not want to go to failure on this one. On Thursday, we're starting with a little bit of strength work, 6 rounds every minute on the minute. We're going to do 3 to 5 hard version of a pull-up for you. Maybe that's bands, maybe that's weighted pull-ups, whatever that is for you. We want to go to a fairly hard version of that you can maintain for all 6 rounds. This is a good opportunity to work on strength in that pull-up. Then we get into a 10-minute AMRAP, 12 box jumps and 12 full range of motion overhead kettlebell swings. 10 minutes isn't a long time, but this one can add up quick. Both these movements are things that you can do at a pretty high intensity, so keep that in mind, but don't go out the gate too hot. Don't try to rebound those box jumps and then get to the kettlebell swings. One of those will start to tucker you out. You will hit a wall on that. That's not what we're doing. You should generally be able to do this unbroken for most of these movements through most of the 10 minutes. But that means there's got to be a good quality breath between each during the transition. And it also means you can pace those box jumps just a hair slower so you can maintain that through the entire workout. Then we get into a cash out, 6 rounds every minute on the minute. You're going to go as hard as you can, max rep burpees in 1 minute, and you're going to take a minute off. So you're going to do 3 rounds of max rep burpees with a minute rest between each. See where that goes. See how hard that is for you, how hard you can push. Be sure to get that full range of motion though. Get that full hip extension as you stand up and jump overhead, clapping overhead, and give it a shot. See how fast you can get those burpees done. On Friday, we're building on our deadlifts. We're doing the same rep scheme as we did last week, 5, 3, 3, 3. Goal here is to build up to that heaviest possible 5 that you can, and then scale that back for the 3s so that you're just building on the volume that you achieved. You do not have to necessarily add weight for those 3s, but you do want to go as heavy as freaking possible for the 5s. Really focus on blowing that one out, and let the 3s just be additional volume for you to practice that weight. Or if you want to go a little heavier, that's your option. Then we're getting into a workout that's kind of a combination of a couple of things. You're going to run 400 meters, and then you're going to do 2 rounds of the workout DT, which is 12 deadlifts, 9 hang power cleans, and 6 push jerks. You're going to do that twice. You're going to do 50 weighted sit-ups. Then you're going to do 2 more rounds of the DT workout, deadlifts, hang power cleans, and push jerks. And you're going to run 400 meters again. You're going to do all of that as fast as possible. Goal for this is 12 to 15 minutes with a 16-minute cap. No part of this should be just completely detrimental. You should be able to pace that run at a good quality pace under 2 minutes. Those rounds of DT, 2 rounds of that is not terrible. You should generally be able to do that mostly unbroken, maybe with a short break in between each of the movements, but the movements themselves should not, you shouldn't have to break the hang power cleans. You should not have to break the push jerks. The weighted sit-ups are just about going consistently. You should be able to pace those at a place where you can just get through the 50 at a nice even pace, and then get back into it again. Same approach on the second half of this. Try to go at a pace that you can maintain without taking a lot of rest. Like I said, a goal time of under 15 minutes for that workout. On Saturday, we're going to start by playing with some hang pow snatch, 8-round EMOM, building on the bar every single round, like we generally do whenever we have the power snatch in our workout. Then we're getting into 3 rounds, 21 wall ball shots, 15 burpees over bar, and 9 power snatch, and with a 1-minute rest between each round. Goal here is to go 10 to 12 minutes, and the wall ball shots and the burpees are something that you can push very, very hard. Those 9 power snatch should be at a weight that you can control really well, and you should probably go pretty close to unbroken touch and go here. Maybe 2 sets. Don't sacrifice form on this. Slow it down a little bit. Use those hips. Get a good catch before you let that bar come back down. Touch and go right back up. Don't let speed try to overpower the fact that this is a complicated movement. Should be respected. So take your time on that. Go at that nice pace where you can do really good technique, but it's a push for you. The weight it should be a little bit lighter on this one. That's what we have coming up this week, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the gym. Bye.